guys, Dr. Lynda Cramer. Thank you so much for watching me today. Okay, today is not just about my tarot readings. Today it's not just about you getting your own tarot readings. I want to clarify some stuff about what I said yesterday in my video about what's going on with this war. What is the prophecy that I'm going on about? I'm just going to change my speaker over to my new microphone. So, here we go, guys. Today is jam-packed full of information that we all need to hear today. Okay, first of all, I want to apologize if my internet does what it's been doing for the past 5 years. I've just moved into a new house and my internet has been working for 3 weeks, and oh, what luck, yesterday I got disconnected. I have been on, well, that wasn't yesterday, it was Friday afternoon I got disconnected. So I've been on the phone for over 6 hours with my telco trying to get my bloody internet connected again. So now I'm back to using my hotspot again. And do you think I like this? Because I like being approachable. I like being on time. I like being reliable. I like being someone who you can trust with my integrity. So let's just go straight into it today. I am sorry that my internet is starting to go crazy again. Anna says hello. Hello. Let's go straight into it. Yesterday I did a video about, and yes, I'm using my hotspot, okay? So my internet is sort of working. If it does go on the blink and you're having trouble with it, please be patient. It's not my fault that this is occurring. It's my telco's fault. I'll tell you what happened. 3.5 weeks ago, I went online and I changed my address, saying that I was moving to this address. It didn't like this new address because it didn't register this new address because it's a brand new building. Therefore, the address did not exist. So I went into their chat program and I was talking to this lovely woman who said, and I said to her, I need you to update my address. Here it is. Half an hour later, I thought, what do I do? Do I just disconnect the chat? Because she wasn't talking to me. So my telco decided to disconnect me, didn't they? So when I'm on the phone to them, oh my God, they said, oh, we have to reconnect you again as a new customer. Now, interesting, because this is something I'm going to do a video about next week in my next prophecy video. So stay tuned for this one, guys. In my next prophecy, I'll be talking about apps on our phone. You know, all these little beautiful little icons that we get on our phone? Yeah? Okay, all these little beautiful apps, don't use them. Okay, if they say, oh, you can go in and use our app, don't use it. I've been trying to tell people this for 3 years now. The more we use apps, the more they are tracking every single thing that you do, and the apps all talk to each other. So let's just do one here right now. I've got my YouTube. I've got the YouTube app because I need that, because like today when my internet's not working, okay? But I've also got the Facebook. That's not an app. That's just where I have cut and pasted it from the browser to make it a shortcut on my screen. I don't use the Facebook app at all because of the data collection that it gets from everything else. Some people have their personal information apps where they have their medical files with their doctor apps. My God, don't use it. Here in Australia, we've got one here called Hot Doc, where you can go in and you can book doctors. So it's called Hot Doc here in Australia. You can go in and book doctors, okay? Don't use it. Ring the centre and book it through the old-fashioned way, because these apps, I'm going to be doing a prophecy about it in my next video, guys, because these apps are really, really not good for what's coming, okay? The more we use apps, the more it is not good for anyone. It also goes in line with this cashless society that they want. So please watch my next prophecy on cashless society and internet apps, okay, because that one is a doozy. Okay, so Colin M, good morning all. Joanne, good morning. Angela and Anna, good morning to you guys too. Today, if you do want me to answer any psychic questions for you, all you've got to do is comment your question, Okay. My lady, she loves yes and no questions. Okay. And the other thing is here today, I have already done my cards for the tarot. Maybe I should get into that straight away. Based on that video that I did yesterday, where I was talking about the war and my prophecy of what's going to happen in this war, because I've got to be careful what I say, guys. You know, I can't disclose too much before it happens because algorithms really don't like it. So I've already had one strike with YouTube before because I was telling the truth too much. So they don't like it. So I've got to be extremely careful with what I say. I can only talk about it when it's already happened because then it's news and not a prophecy. Okay? So I've got to be careful what I talk about. So what I did yesterday when I was talking about the doom and gloom about all the countries around the world, especially up in the Northern Hemisphere, I thought today, instead of doing tarot for us individually, I'm going to do a tarot for them. You know, the ones that we don't want to talk about? The elitists, the Illuminati, whoever they are. I'm going to do a tarot today and see what cards I got. Are you ready? Okay. Oh my God, Joe Hine, hello. Long time no see. Nanu, my friend. Okay, thank you so much for being here. So the first one that I want to go into is my little lovey-dovey card today. These are what they look like, the little love dove cards. Now, here's the deck. So there's heaps of these little cards, right? So I'm shuffling and I'm shuffling. I said, come on, I want a card that represents them. And I put out the intention of who they were. I need a card for what they're doing this week. And I'm shuffling and I'm shuffling. None came out. And I was thinking, well, funny thing, every single one of these cards, the first word is love. So if I go through, the first word is love on all my cards, right? So pick a card, any card. They all start with the word love, right? Love. Okay. And I thought, these guys that are doing these, they don't know what love is. So I was shuffling and shuffling, and I said, look, I really do want a card that represents them. Can you please give me one? And one flew out. Love would think of positive thoughts. Now, I don't know if I've had this card before. Love would think of positive thoughts. So this, to me, because I was asking for them, do you think they have many positive thoughts at this point? You know, funny thing, last night, because I'm using my hotspot, I got onto Netflix. And the movie I watched last night was The Hurt Locker, because I was in a hurt locker last night because my internet hadn't been working for about 24 hours. And I thought, you sods, I am in so much pain here because I love being on the internet and I love being able to help people. You know, all my emails are starting to back up again. And I was in a real hurt locker. And I went onto Netflix and there is The Hurt Locker, which I've never seen before. It had Jeremy Renner. And it's also, so he played Hawkeye in the Marvel movies before he got hit by a snowplow, which was really unfortunate for him. And it's also that dark skinned guy who plays, I think he's the Falcon. I think he played the Falcon in the Marvel movies. So them two actors. And I thought, wow, isn't it cool that I'm seeing these two actors because I love my Marvel movies. And there was a real lot of synchronicities in that movie as to what we're going through at this point. The over and over like Groundhog Day. You know, he was stuck in this foreign country where every day he had to go out and deal with the despair and the lies of people around him. You don't know who to trust in those war-torn countries, whether they're going to actually bring you food or they're a suicide bomber type stuff, right? So you've always got your guard up. You've always got your guns out in this movie. And it was so horrible, as Scruffy Scrubs just said. It was such a horrible movie where Jeremy Renner's character comes back to his wife and their son, and he can't fit in. He really can't fit into society. He's walking through the shopping centre, and he's got the empty shopping cart in front of him, and he doesn't know what food to get because he's so conditioned to only eat what the government has given him as the military, because you don't know what could be in that food. You know, people bring you an apple pie and it's laced with some sort of TNT. Oi, oi, oi. And then boom, as you're eating it. So you don't know, you know, you can't trust anyone. So these people in authority, they really do want that. They want us in that fear. So love would think of positive thoughts. And I'm just going to hold it up there, guys, so you can see it. What does this mean? You know, because I'm asking for a card for them, the nasty ones out there. Love would think positive thoughts. And I think it's if they actually had positive thoughts, what would they be? You know, we look at someone like Gil Bates, reverse the initials, right? Gil Bates. We look at him, he's got a family, he's got kids, you know, so he's not all bad, right? But what would his positive thoughts be? Because sometimes our positive thoughts are to hurt others. We actually feel euphoric and we feel happy when we're hurting other people. That's why we snigger when someone falls down and hurts themselves. That's why we laugh. Ha, look at you, you fell over and hurt yourself. I don't do that. I always run to their assistance and say, oh my God, are you okay? Because I don't get happy by people getting hurt. So we've got to really analyze what we're putting our positive thoughts into at this point, guys, because we are right on this cusp where it's about to go global. And I know it's about to go global because I was told about it in 2001. Not to mention, I've been telling people for years this stuff. So be aware and stay in that happy, positive mindset, guys. Okay, we ought to have some compassion. Yes, scruffy stuff. Yeah, horrible English. Yeah, Anna, I also don't do that. Yeah, good on you, Anna. Okay, so the next card that I got, I went straight into my tarot deck and I said to them, I want one card that is a reading for those in the nasty mindset this week, because I'm doing a reading this week for them, which I don't usually do. So I'm shuffling my cards, and straight away one pops out. Oh my God, let me just look him up in the major arcana straight away, because it is in the major arcana. Here it is. I got the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune card. Now, this is a representation for them, remember? For them, not for us. So here it is in my book, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, it says, the Wheel of Fortune is also known as a destiny card. It can bring a positive change of fortune unless badly aspected, and can indicate the commencement of a new cycle when progress can be made. Now, when I was asking this card, you've got to think about who I was asking it for, is those nasty ones, right, in charge. And look at that, progress will be made. So these cards are actually telling me that the Wheel of Fortune is actually going around like the little clog, the cogs in the system, and it's actually coming to WW3. Okay, WW3 is coming. We have to prepare, we have to look after ourselves, we have to stay in that love emotion. Okay, all right, so Wheel of Fortune says their reality is about to become a to fruition. So I went over to my ruins. Oh my God. And I got this little guy, and I was thinking, which way does he go? But he goes that way. And I thought, I don't think I've ever had this card before. So I've looked him up in my little ruin guide, and it's this one up here. So let me just put him up there for you so you can see that I'm talking about the real one. I don't fabricate this stuff. Let me just get him up there so you can see him. There he is. So I'm talking about this one here. And it's called the Wild Ox. How unpredictable are they? And it's called the Urus. Huge, strong, wild oxen, which is now extinct, by the way. Oh, God, I hope that's not a prophecy in itself. Now extinct. Oh, my God. The symbol of strength, courage, forcefulness, and resilience. Also indicative of energy and natural vitality. Well, if that's not a WAR, what else is? Okay. A strong, forceful ruin. Yeah. Next dot point says, use inner strength and courage to overcome current obstacles. Now, what are the current obstacles for all those up in charge? You know, we look at Dan Andrews here in Australia, in Victoria. 5 million people have now got a $32 billion COVID debt. How many other countries and states, territories, and other areas around the world have now got these huge, mega COVID debts? Every single one of them, right? So they're struggling now, right? Oh, Bill, Biden will disagree with that because he's just sent over $100 billion over to Gaza, right? Oh my God. So we've got to remember here, when the elitists get put up against a corner, they only know how to make more money. That's their ultimate goal, because it's their strength, their currency, it's their frequency is currency, money, right? So they have to generate war, because wars are the one way of making heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps of money straight away. Look at World War II. How fast did they have that after World War One? Because World War One was so profitable for them, right? So we do need a new war. So of course they're going to force this, okay? How we deal with it, I'm going to talk about shortly, okay? So the next part of this Wild Ox Ruinstone, it says, embrace an impending change. Take the risk. You have the strength to deal with the outcome. This isn't for us, remember, guys, this is for them. Be assertive. A breakthrough will appear. Oh my God, this is all telling me war's breaking out any day now. You know, yesterday I said in my video that travel bans are already being enforced. Yes, they are. Wait, it's coming to a place near you. So we have to be careful in what we do at this point, guys. Joanne Powell. Oh, here we go. Up here a bit more. Angela Barrett. Can you see my finances improving? Angela, at this point, every single person on the world is struggling. Please know you are not alone. However, you do have means of making more income on the side, doing something where it trickles in this extra little bit if you wanted to do that. Okay, don't know what it is, but it's like a trickling in where it comes in as well as what you do usually. Okay, so I hope that one answers your question, Angela. Joanne Powell, will I move to another house? The answer is yes. Now, the answer is when. That's a good question. When? It's not going to be when you expect it to be. Okay? So, yes, you will be moving, but please be aware of the big word of today, patience. Patience. Everything happens as it should. Okay? Joe Hine, hello. Long time no see. Oh, yep, happy to see you. Okay, we ought to have that. Interesting. Okay, self-development hints and tips. Will my new workplace be a good one? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Okay. My suggestion to you would be to come home at the end of the day, tune out from where you are, and keep going with your wonderful website. Now, guys, the good thing about where you are, you can see the comments. You can click on people's names. This is what I worked out the other day in the comments. So where it says self-development hints and tips, you can click that and it takes you to that person's channel. So we're all here. We're all part of the tribe. So if you want to go and have a look at self-development hints and tips, click on that person's name and you can go over and see all their videos that they've put out. Okay? Yeah, so there you go. There's a little sharing the joy today. Peter Ellis, what goes around comes around. Absolutely. Scruffy Scrubs, here's another one for if you do want to go and look at their websites. Scruffy Scrubs, click on the link, okay? Just click their name and it'll take you to their channel. Bullish on stocks. Now, I don't understand this bull scenario. The stock market is about to crash. And I'm seeing plunder is happening already. Now, when we look at plundering, which is what she's telling me, it's when insider trading is now happening. They know which ones are about to go down and which ones are about to go up. And for some reason, they're getting away with this stuff, okay? So I would be looking at someone like, I don't know, Gil Bates, and see what he's putting his money into. Have you noticed how much money is taken out of Pfizer in the last 3 months? Wonder why. Moderna stocks are going way down through the floor. Okay, wonder why. Damn, because it did what it had to do. It came in, they got everyone gullible enough to do it, to get their shots, and here we go. Bing, up goes the stock market. So they've made their billions and billions and billions of dollars, and now they're getting out of the game. So scruffy scrubs, there are things that will be going up. Keep your eye on silver, and all the other natural ores that we use. Aluminiums. Look at what we need now for lithium and other things that we need for these cars that are now exploding because of the electric batteries in them. Wow, it's so unfortunate, isn't it? But, those sort of things, watch those, okay? Thanks for the promotion, of course. Self-development hints and tips, of course. Okay. That wild bull, okay. Violet. Hello, Violet. My cousin is moving back to to Chicago, sorry, with her husband. She is in Sydney right now. Okay. And there have been some domestic violence issues in the past. Is this move going to be okay? I'm not actually telling anyone to go to America at this point, so I cannot change that integrity of what I've been telling people. War. I don't know if anyone's been noticing, but in America, have you seen how many tanks and armored vehicles are being on the move in America over the last couple of weeks? Something is going down over there. I firmly believe that it could be D versus R, if you know what I'm talking about. Remember what happened in the 1800s with the North and the South? Well, take that out because that's geography. Now it's going to be the D and the R's going up against each other. This could be a really wild civil war that comes out, okay? Well, I have no idea how this is going to unfold, but this could be the start of the end of what's going on in America. Chicago, the good thing is you're way up in the top. So if something does happen, you can always go north. Okay, get on a boat through the Michigan lakes and escape it. Okay, that's my philosophy. I've got a good friend that lives in Wisconsin, and I say to her, first sign of something happening around DC, go north, get up there any way you can. Okay, Trudeau in Canada, he's starting to lose his power, as they all are. Have you noticed what's going on with the world economy? The governments, they're all losing their power because the people are starting to get so jack of what's going on, okay? We must stand, not as a sole person, we must stand collectively against this, okay? All right, so I hope that helps you, Violet, even though it wasn't really good news for you. Sydney is a really good place to be at this point, even though a lot of people from Sydney are coming up to Brisbane. I hope that you're talking about Sydney, Australia there. I've been told since 2001 the best place on the planet is Australia to be, because if this world war breaks out, it's going to be in the northern hemisphere, okay? Will I get into a love relationship? Aspire ASMR. Now, you already should be in your own love relationship, darling. As soon as you love yourself, you get out there and you be that love of you, and other people will be attracted to that. Okay, the right people. Okay, sort yourself out first. If you want a copy of my book, 5 Years in Heaven, because in the last half of it, let me just find my book, as I've been cleaning up this morning. I don't know about you guys, but it's when I get upset about stuff, I do a Monica off Friends. I turn into a cleaning frenzy. So have you noticed with Monica on Friends, every time she had a breakup with her boyfriend, she always went into a cleaning frenzy because she had that ideal, that belief system that she needed someone to love her. She always wanted to be married and have kids. So when she broke up with Tom Selleck, look at what she went through, that mentality. They didn't really go much into the mental health side of what she went through, but she turned into a cleaning freak because that's her way of dealing with her self-disappointment. And that's what I would like you to have a look at too. Any self-disappointments that you think you've got, and disbar them. Tell them off. Get nicked. So in my book, 5 Years in Heaven, the back book of it, The Teachings of Heaven, it's all about how to be a better person. Okay? I've got all the self-emotions in there. Chapter 9, self-love, self-respect. And there's exercises in how to obtain self-appreciation, self-love, self-acceptance, self-confidence, self-reward. Okay? We don't need to find love with another person. We need to find love right now within us, all of us, everywhere on the planet. Okay? Then when you have that, that's when love will come to you, darling girl. Oh boy. Scruffy Scrubs recently had a scan, lung scan. Oh, Scruffy Scrubs, I hope everything's okay there. Okay. Joe Hines says, does my new boss like me and will they mentor me? It's hard to tell if she likes me. Now, here's another woman with a lot of issues in her own personal life. So my suggestion to you, Joe, compliment this woman. Okay, we all love our compliments. Don't make it like a sexual assault in the lawsuit department. Okay, but it's all right just to say, hey, how was your weekend? You're looking a bit tired. Did you get everything done that do you need us, what can I do to help you out today? Let her know that you're available. God, but we're only human at the end of the day, and some people are getting pushed to their limits. Yesterday on the phone with Telstra for 3 hours, I'll tell you, and I was recording it. This guy yesterday had the audacity to tell me, how do I pay my other bills? Because he wanted me to use a direct debit where it comes out monthly out of my bank account. And I said, how dare you breach my privacy? I'm taking you to the court. And I threatened him yesterday. I said, I'm taking you to court. You're making a formal complaint to Telstra over this. You should not be an employee of this company if you're asking people how they pay their bills every month. Do you think that's right? I was in my right there. How audacious is that for a guy working for a telco company to ask me how I pay my bills every month? My God, breaches of privacy principles, they're all doing it these days. Everyone's doing it these days. All right, yeah, Sydney, Australia. Good on you, Violet. Try and stay in Sydney. Come to Brisbane. Brisbane's beautiful. I live in Brisbane. Okay, really nice city here. But rents are so skyrocketing. Guess what I found out? Okay, I'll let you know because I'm transparent, right? 1.5 years ago, my rent per week was $345 per week. The guy sold the house and a new guy bought it. He lives in Sydney, sight unseen off the internet. He didn't even do a building inspection of the house. So first thing he did was put my rent up. Then 6 months later, he put my rent up again. And then we had this new law came in where they couldn't put it up after the 1st of September. So on the 28th of August, he put my rent up again. So now that I've moved out, I've just found out where he's released it. They're now paying $520 per week. That house is falling down. It's not livable. There's holes in the ceiling where water comes through. This is where I used to live, by the way, up until 3 weeks ago. The bathroom, the shower, my foot went through the floor. You know those plastic floors in showers? My foot went through there, and it's like an 8-inch gap where water was going under the pan, going into the carpet in the hallway, and the whole hallway was mold. My God. So, of course, the universe looked after me by getting me out, but I pity the new people in there. So I'm going to go visit them this week and just say, oh, by the way, here's all the issues with this house. Please get the owner to fix it, especially now that you're paying $520 a week. Natasha Lee, my gosh. I'm just going to say, Natasha, my daughter's name is Natasha Lee. Her middle name's Lee. Different spelling to yours, though. Hi, Linda. Wonderful. I'm enjoying this and I love your book. I appreciate all your sharing. Blessings. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to go there, guys. If you do want my books, I prefer if you come to me as an email to get my books as a PDF, because then you can go and print them really cheap. You can take them, you can even email, because it's on a PDF, you can email your friends and forward my books to them so they can read them as well. So if you want my books, there's the link on how to get my books, okay? If you want a personal reading from me, how to book a reading, okay? I do Zoom, Skype, video calls, you name it, wherever you are on the planet, okay? So if you do want to book my time, here's the link on how to arrange that. So I've got that there. If you like the information that I'm giving you today and you say, wow, this is really helpful, thank you so much, Linda. You know, gratitude and thanks and generosity goes big in my books. So here comes my PayPal link if you wish to donate towards my internet outage that I've got now. They're trying to make out that I owe a $300 connection fee. Okay, and I'm trying to fight that because I honestly cannot afford that. But so if you want me to have internet and to be here reliably to do my readings and other things that I do online, please support this channel. Okay, let me have a sip of my drink. Okay, what am I drinking, you ask? I am drinking turmeric, ginger, and honey. Okay, yum, yum, yum. I stopped drinking coffee when I had my dental surgery about 4 months ago. So I haven't drunk coffee now in about 4 months. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I am one of the most boring persons on the planet unless you ask me about NDEs, angels, ghosts, or anything else paranormal. I'm pretty well up there with my education on all of them. So, okay, let's go into some development for us today. First thing I want to do is I'm going to ask now for a card for us. We need that, right? We don't want to do what they want. I'm going to ask now, please give me a card that represents what everybody watching me today needs to hear. Okay, so I'm just going to sit here and shuffle until, 16 cards come out. Okay, we only want one, please. Send me over one, please. You've already got it. What do you mean I've already got it? Did one pop out somewhere? No, I'm not seeing them. She's saying that I've already got it. Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep on shuffling until one just pops out. Okay. Now, I've seen all the love hearts coming up, whoever's doing that for me today. Please know that if you do like this today, please press the like button. You're welcome to share. You're welcome to subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot of playlists on my channel now where I have like heaven information, personal development, education. I've got ghost education. Okay. I've got a card now for all of us. Love would smile at every given opportunity so as to spread joy. Now, how important is this knowing that we're going into a war? Every given opportunity is always a good opportunity. It doesn't matter how bad the opportunity is. You know, you're driving to work, your car breaks down. That's actually a good thing. Try and see it as a good thing. Maintaining our vehicles, looking after our house. I'm going to be doing cleaning all day. I've just been here today. I've dusted all of this bedroom. I've got the vacuum already plugged in. I've got the mop all ready to go so I can mop the floors. And I've already cleaned my 2 bathrooms. I live in a place now with 2 bathrooms. It's only a very tiny little unit and the bathrooms take up about half the space because my daughter's got a bathroom as well as me. So, in our 2 bedrooms. So I've been cleaning. I've been doing the Monica from Friends because I'm so distraught about what's going on with not just me personally, with the internet going down, but also about all this energy all over the planet. So the card reads again, love would smile at every given opportunity so as to spread joy. And I'm just going to hold that up there for you so you can see that card. Wow, what a great card for us today. Even when the world turns to SHIT, we can always have something to smile about, okay? There's always something to smile about. Everything is an opportunity for growth, development, and how to love. How do we learn how to love unless we are in the face of death and destruction and HAAATE? Think about it. You know, when we get tested to see if we're going to be a loving person, they're not going to put us in that big field of flowers like in heaven when I died. They're going to give us every single double-barreled thing coming at us where we have to prove that we are going to be that loving person. Okay? So as you go outside your house today and you're looking around, you think to yourself, how can I prove today that I'm a loving person? Don't judge others for what they do. Don't even think about them, because the more energy we put into them, the more chance they have of becoming stronger and stronger and winning this war. The less we watch our news, the less we watch what's going on over in the Gaza Strip. Funny how there's no video now of what's happening in Ukraine, right? Oh, I got the card. I got the card for us, guys. Okay, let's have a look. What did I get? Okay, let me just find him. And it's a male. Okay, let me just go and find him. Where is he? It's got to be here. Oh, here he is. Okay, it is the Knight of Cups that just got thrown out at me. So here's the card. Yep, that's him, Knight of Cups. Okay, let's have a read of what this bad boy says. Okay, the energy this knight symbolizes is always felt on an emotional level. So how often do I say, do not get emotionally attached to what's going on in the news? If we're seeing all this destruction in other countries and we're sitting there and we're getting angry at it and we're hating and we're not liking it, we're creating that mirror of the energy that they want us to have. Don't do it. So we sit there and we send them compassion. We send them hope. Oh my God, I hope those kids get out okay. I hope and pray that those kids learn how to love after all this hostility in their own country. Don't repeat what they're saying and doing. Make love your priority. That's the thing. He represents offers being brought to you that will be accompanied by a high level of excitement. Wow. So there are good things coming to us, guys. Okay. Due to the element he represents, the Knight of Cups is the one to look for in relation to romantic invitations or proposals of marriage. Now, proposals of marriage are not just someone asking you to marry them. That could be a job offer. That could be moving house, as someone has said. So we've got to look for all these opportunities that are happening now in our lives and make them come to fruition. No one's going to knock on your door and say, wow, I don't know you, but I've got a perfect job for you. That will never happen. However, if you go out there and you spread your energy with everybody else and you let them know who you are, then they will attach and they will say, wow, we want that person working for us. We want them in our new house. We want them to move country. Whatever it is that you desire, you can have it now. That's what this card is saying. Due to for those in the arts, he often brings interest in work developments or offers. Okay. All right. So there's that one today. Wow. Okay. Now, I haven't done it for a while. Just bear with me. Here we go. I haven't done it for a while. So Louise Benton, I do really apologize. Louise Benton sent me these as a gift. It's her range of cards, and it's the Anahata Creations. So if you want to go over to her website, Anahata Creations, this is her sample pack that she sent me. And not only does she do all the poetry on all the cards, but she also does all the artwork. So this is all Louise Benton's artwork as well as card representations. Oh, they're upside down, sorry. So Anahata Creations is what she's called. There's her website. Okay. You can always go back and reverse the screen. So I'm just going to pull a card. Now, this is for all of us on the right side of the spiritual wall. Okay, one card, please. So I haven't done this one for a while. And while I'm just shuffling these guys, because these are quite big cards, I'm just going to ask today, how are you all feeling? Because it's when we like with what I'm going through right now with my internet down again, I've had 5 years of trouble with my telco. When I moved, I thought, well, I'll stick with them because they're actually the ones who own all the other companies. So why go through the other companies for? So I thought I might as well just stick with them. So I've moved, and what happens? They disconnected me because I changed address, and they didn't update it on their records. I changed my address with them three weeks ago, and they didn't update my records, and now someone else has moved into my house. They've disconnected me because the other people got connected at the address. So I've now got to come back in now as a new client. They're trying to get me to pay through direct debit every month, which no way am I doing that. And they also want me to use their Telstra app. Now, as I've said at the beginning, do not ever use apps because they are really, really not good. It's information gathering. They all talk to each other. They all know where and what you do every moment of the day. And it's all that control factor of what is going on. That's the card I just got. Okay. So here's oh my God, look at the card. So here's the card from Louise Benton. She does all the artwork. And here it comes. It's called Love Light. I'm just going to hold it up. So if you do want to pause the screen, you can and have a read. Let's have a read of Louise Benton's card, eh? Each lifetime is a chance to learn and to grow. Why did we all sign up to come to this world today in the 2020s? We're all here to learn lessons, right? That's what we've got to keep reminding ourselves of. It's only through experience you will know, okay? The profound interconnectedness of all of existence, the essence of you, a timeless, formless witness. And that's what we are. Our soul is eternal. We're only here witnessing the events of this timeline, so we learn lessons from it. Now, in my book, Consciousness Explained, I'm actually saying that Lynda is this like an avatar in this existence right now. And my soul, whoever my soul is, they came into Lynda to experience the life of Lynda. So when Lynda dies, another soul can pop in and relive my life. How do we explain deja vu? Premonition. How do we know premonition unless we already have experienced something in the future where we are now experiencing it in the past to know what's about to occur? So my book, Consciousness Explained, it goes deep, okay? Yeah, it's a deep book if you really want to read it. Hopefully it's going to come out before Christmas. So getting back to the card, you hold the all-encompassing magic of creation, a fractal of God's divine emanation. So behold your divinity and let go of fear. Remember the truth and why you are here. We're here to learn lessons. We're not here to get emotionally connected to people. We're going to see all those people again in heaven anyway, where we are all eternal. Okay? To treasure these moments, the taste, sights, and sounds. Breathe in the air. Let your feet touch the ground. That's how we ground ourselves and stay calm, by the way. Go out and stand barefoot on the grass or just hold onto a tree. That's the best way to do it. Embrace this experience with sublime contemplation as this story is expressed through you on behalf of creation. And at the bottom it says, I am a fractal of God's divine emanation. So good on you, Louise Benton. If you do want to go and get some of her copy, this is just her sample cards that she sent me. And there's her website if you do want to go over and get one of her packs of cards. She does gift cards and all these other beautiful things. Okay? So there you go. All right, let's have a look here. Elaine, hello. Lynda, question for her. Where, oh, where are my glasses? Haven't resorted to the pinhole. Have resorted to the pinhole glasses. Okay, so where are your glasses? I'm actually seeing them down on the floor. So it's like you've put them on a bench and they've fallen down the side. So I've got a bedside table here next to my bed, and there's a little gap between the table and the bed. So it's sort of like that sort of thing where you've put them on a bench and they've fallen down that little gap. They're going to be down a gap. It could be in a chair where you put them on the side of the chair and they've fallen down into the cushion area where they're in that gap. But that's what I'm seeing, Elaine. Okay. Elaine, what beautiful words on the cards. Of course, Elaine. Natasha Lee says, beautiful card, love light, so relevant. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So I want to do another tarot card for us today. I'm getting told to do another tarot. Okay. This time I'm just going to do a simple spread. So I put out my intention first, so then they know to put the card that I want where it has to be. Don't ask how this works. So when I do this, I tap the cards because that's connecting to my cards with her and me and my higher good, the angels, whoever else wants to come in. So my intention is I'm going to halve the deck, and then I'm going to halve the deck again, and then I'm going to halve the other deck, and then I'm going to put this half with half from the before, and now I'm going to shuffle, 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 and then I'm going to halve the deck, and from, they only want me to go from the about there, so it's not even half the deck, and then it's the fifth card down. So I take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Don't be too alarmed, people. Warning, warning, Will Robinson. Burn, 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 burn. No, whenever I get the death card, I actually get excited. Because, hello, I've already done that once, right? Yeah. Okay, no, it's not the death. We should never see it as the death card. It is the ending of things, okay? The ending. Oh, I should just hold him up the right way, right? The death card is never to be feared, okay? Because hang on, before we go there. Okay, Ross WB, do you see me retiring soon? I want to leave my job. Ross, I don't know why you haven't already done it, darling. It's going to be the best thing you've ever done. I can see that you want to go and travel somewhere. Getting out is what you'll be doing. So get yourself that new hobby, new interest, meet new friends, join a group. You've got the world is your oyster. So do your maths. Do you need your finances? You know, there's so many people right now are living above their means. So think about what you can do to downsize. Think about what you don't need in your life anymore. Do we need all those collections of ornaments in our house? Do we need 16 rows of clothes? Okay? This is the time to get back to who we truly are and doing what we truly want to be inside us. Okay? So the death card. It's the ending of things that no longer suit our purpose. How good is that for Ross WB? Okay? This could be a card for you, Ross. It's the ending of something that we've known. We can't go back to it. It's okay to grieve over things. It's okay to reminisce and have memories. You know, that house that I've just left, my daughter came up to my belly button when we moved in there. Now she's 6'2". She did all her growing up in that house. So, of course, I get upset. I get reminiscent. I'm having all these memories of things that she used to do in that house. But now that we've moved, it's our new venture. She's now 17. She's learning to drive now. So this is her house where she comes into her adulthood. So see how we have to say goodbye to the past. It is like a death because we can't bring back what we've had, but we open our arms and accept all those new good possibilities of what would be coming to us now, okay? Alrighty, so let's get back to a few things today. One, my internet may break up because I don't have internet again. I am now using my hotspot again. Yes, I moved. Oh, here we go. Diana K, thank you so much. I've just seen I've seen a few comments here that I've missed. Okay. Diana K, will I reconcile with my two sisters? That's a big no. Sorry. And honestly, why do you need to? It's only your ego that wants this, darling. Okay? We are estranged many years now. One lives in USA and the other lives in Italy. You know, I've got two sisters. I tried my best to be friends with them growing up. It never worked out. Now I openly say, thank God I don't see them that often, if at all, because they're on such a different path to where I'm on. And I'm being so politically correct here. One of my sisters actually threatened me and said she'll sue me if I ever say anything nasty about her online. That just shows you something right there about her own character, right? So I'm not going to diminish her at all. You know, she's been through a lot with her life. She's trying to do what she can with what she's got. I understand that. But at the end of the day, why do people judge each other? Why do we feel the need to try and control others? It never works. So don't do it. We don't need to be involved with their lives. It's only our own ego based on who we were as children wanting to recreate those childhood memories. And isn't it important that I just brought out the death card? Because this guy represents things that are now gone that will never come back. Okay? So please remember that. We are now going into this new process, new environment, or whatever you want to call it, where things will never be the same as before. Okay? Now I've got another one here. Anna, she says, it's actually Amna. Sorry, Amna, Amna. Okay. Will my parents' relationship get better? They are not on good terms for a while now. Amna, I can't see them being together. Um, Things that have been said are just never to be forgiven, if that makes any sense for you. That's what I just heard. You know, trying to resolve issues with another, it must always be mutual, or else it will never work. And with your parents, I can't see that ever being mutual. Okay? Someone in that relationship has got too many regrets or grudges over what happened in the past where they're trying to control the outcome. And unfortunately, that's the doom and gloom of that relationship right there. Letting go of other people's mistakes, errors, and misgivings and allowing ourselves to accept them unconditionally is something that I hope and pray we all can get. But unfortunately, in this scenario, it won't ever happen. Okay? All right. Just going down. How awesome, Sharon. Yeah, my daughter's named Natasha Lee Cramer. Hello. Oh, giving out too much information here now. Okay, question. Okay. Yeah, I've got that one. Will I reconcile with my two sisters? I've got that one. Julianne Zovia Clune. Will make ebooks be successful or should I focus on my art? Why aren't you doing these together? Now, isn't it funny that I've just brought out Louise Benton's? Look, her name is Louise Benton. There's her Anna Creations. If you want to go and buy her stuff, Anna had a Creations. Incorporate the two. Julianne, will make ebooks be successful or should I focus on my art? Put your art into your ebooks. You know, one day I was doing a reading and I said to this woman, imagine you've got a book, but every book's got a perforation down the side so you can tear the page out, and that page is an artwork that you can turn into a postcard and send to somebody in the mail. She actually went and she made these beautiful artworks with words in them. So on the other side it was the address and you could put the stamp on it, send it over to somebody. So she made all these books of all her postcards, like you buy it in like a book, but they have a perforated edge so you pull the page out to who you want to send it to. I can actually see you doing something similar to that. Okay? Yeah, something there for you to think about. Okay, don't, okay? I was horribly, horribly treated by them. So why would you want to go back to that, Diana? Seriously. Why would you want to go back to it? You do not need their forgiveness. The only person that you need to forgive is yourself forever going through what they inflicted on you. When we realize, finally, because I've gone through this with certain people in my life too, I've had people in my life who put me down, they sarcastically abuse me, they diminish me every single chance they get. And I would always run back and say, oh, I'm grateful I'm here today. What can I do for you? And I'd bow down like a servant to them. But the day that I set that boundary and I said to myself, you know what? I do not deserve to be treated by them like that. And I sat there and I thought, they've always done it to me. They've always done it. They're never going to change. The only person that I can change is me. So I don't even get worried that I don't see them anymore. I get the occasional text and I just don't even reply to it because they're so negative control freaks who want to know what I'm doing every second of the day. Why would I want to be involved with that? So back to Diana. She says, I just started to understand this week that ego means. I appreciate your message to me tonight. Thank you. Well, thank you too, Diana. Thank you so much for being here. If you go onto my YouTube channel, go to playlists. I've got a playlist there all about personal development, how to be happy, how to get through negative energy, how to get rid of negative energy off us. Okay, so they're all free to watch. Okay. There's a lot of things there for you that I think will benefit you, darling. Contact me, email me. My email is in the description. Email me and I'll send you my books. Okay? Yeah, send you my books. Because as I've said before, the last half of this one, the teachings of heaven, it's all about how to be a better person. The whole book is all about how to be a better person. We need it now. Yeah, we really do need it now. So I'm going to do it again. If you do want my books, guys, and you're thinking, how do I get a copy of her books because I'm on limited funds? Don't go through Lulu, Amazon, Booktopia, and all the rest of them. Come to me personally and just say, here's a contribution. And there you go. Oh, that was actually book a reading that I've just posted there, wasn't it? Let me just scroll down. Oh, no, that's my books. So if you do want to get a session from me, a book a reading, oh my God. If you do want to book a reading with me, I do Zoom. I do Skype. So if you do want to book a session with me, there's the instructions on how to get a session with me. Glasses resistant to being found. Guess the fairies will return them when they finish playing. I'm going to tell you a story what happened a few years ago. In the old house I lived in, it was quite haunted. I reckon there was at least 7 in that house, right? Including a dog and a little girl, Terry the ghost, okay, and others, the old lady by the back shed. So, sorry, I'm just scratching my leg. Okay. So one day my daughter was home with me and I said, we've got to go up to the shops and do grocery shopping. So I said to her, it's cold outside. Make sure you put your long pants on and put on your boots and your coat, because it's cold outside. It was in winter. So, okay. My daughter's in her bedroom and she's getting all anti. She does this thing, right? And I went in and I said, what's the matter? And she said, I can't find my pants anywhere. And I said, oh, well, look, just keep looking. I'll go get dressed. I go into my room and my favourite pair of jeans, which I virtually wear every day unless I'm washing them, my jeans were not there either. So I searched in the washing machine. I looked in the dirty laundry pile. I looked in her room. I looked in my room. I looked everywhere for my jeans. Couldn't find them. So then went back into my daughter and I said, did you find your jeans? And she said, no, don't know where they are. So we searched the whole house for her jeans and my jeans. I said, well, look, just put on anything. We've got to go do the groceries now because it's getting late. It's getting too cold. I don't want you outside. So we got dressed. We went up to the shop. I got a full trolley of groceries. Went to the checkout, put them all through, bagged them all up. Went into my bag. No credit card. Where's my debit card? And I thought, it's always in my wallet. I never take it out. Where's my card to pay for the groceries? So I said to the lady, look, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to leave all my groceries here. Got to go home and try and find my credit card. So I drove home. It was about less than 10 minutes, about 7-8 minute drive home. Walked in the door with my daughter, went around to the kitchen. On the kitchen bench, there is my pair of jeans, nicely folded. On top of them was my daughter's jeans, nicely folded. And sitting on the top was my debit card for the bank. And I looked around, couldn't see anyone, but I said, whoever did this, you're a prankster. I love that you're playing a prank, but please do not never mess with my bank information again. Oh my God, so I had to set that boundary for them never to touch my damn bank cards. Oh my God. So how's that? They took our jeans and they took my card out of my wallet. Do they physically unzip the bag? Do they physically lift it out? Where does it float to? This is what I want to know. How do these things just instantly disappear into the ether? You know, I was eating one night at the dining room table and I know I had a pen there because I was writing down information. And I'm using the pen. I put it down while I'm still scooping up food, right? And go look around. There's no pen. So I check all the table, no pen. Checked under the table, under the chair, stood up, shaking just in case it dropped in my clothes. No pen. No pen at all. And it was a special pen, this pen, because it was before the days when I used to use these little black ones, right? It was a nice pen that I'd actually got and it had all little pictures on it. So it was a distinctive pen. And I thought, where the hell did this pen go? So finished eating, washed up, cleared the table, put everything back on the table because I like having a big bowl of fruit on the table after we eat. Did everything, washed up, went and sat down, did my chill time watching TV for about 2 hours, got up to turn off all the lights to go to bed. There's the pen right in the middle of the table. You couldn't miss it. Right there in the middle of the table. And I'd clean the table and I'd also wipe the table down. How do they do this stuff? Because I'd like to know, but I don't think we need to know, right? Because it's them and energy. Okay, all right, so let's just go there. You are such a blessing. A lot of wonderful things you pointed out today. Thank you. Just hope I will be okay too. We're all going to be okay. Now, the thing that we have to remember here, guys, we have already assigned this life to ourselves before we're born. It's called a life contract. We sign it before we're born. We already acknowledge what we're going to go through. You know, I look at one of my sisters. She signed up that she was never going to have kids. So her whole life, she wanted to have kids. She was trying to fight her own life contract. She spent about $200,000 on IVF. Then they found out they couldn't adopt because they were too old. They couldn't foster care because of their financial situation being so poor because they'd spent all this money on IVF. But she's now in her 60s, never had kids. So she knew she was never going to have kids. So she fought it. And that's why, you know, we've got to accept what we've signed up for, right? We've got to accept it and say, okay, I'm poor, I'm broke, I've got nothing to my name. It's okay. Because at the end of the day, all we are is dust in a coffin in the ground, right? We don't take our jewelry. We can't take our house. We can't take our pets. We can't take anything with us. So why have it all? Don't worry about it. It's not a worry. It's not a concern. Okay? Okay. Anna says, can you explain this war scenario a bit more? Yes, I can. I have to be careful, Anna, because when I talk about prophecies, I really can't say what hasn't happened yet because algorithms really get to me on YouTube and Facebook, etc. So I've always got to be careful with what I say because they do like giving me community strikes, okay? Community strikes come all the time, everywhere. So, okay. But what I will say, like I said yesterday, travel bans, this is like 2020, the year 2020 2.0. Think about what they did then, and they're going to try and do the same things again. This is the one I used, Okay. When they told me I had to wear one into the shops, I wore this. The guy said, you can't wear that. It's got holes in it. I said, so do every other mask on the planet. Just the size of the hole, right? So, and I said, but it's an mask. So they couldn't deny it. They had to let me in wearing that. So, we're going back into all this stuff. Bill Gates, he came out about 3 weeks ago and said there's going to be another pandemic. How does he know this? They've already got the virus ready like the last lot. Isn't it funny? Have you woken up yet that the vaccine came out 3 years before the virus? Come on, guys, wake up to what we've been through. Okay. Bobby Joe, I'm late. I need to watch from the beginning later. I know, Bobby Joe, just to catch you up, darling girl, my internet is going down again. I'm now using my hotspot because I got disconnected from my telco again. 5 hours on the phone to try and get reconnected. Oh my God, the pain in the butt. Okay. All right, it's all good. Okay, Lenny says, hi, Linda. It's been a while since I've been here. Great to see you. Great to see you too. Nano. I know I'm here for a reason. There always is. Okay. Needed to hear about distancing oneself from toxic people, even if family. Okay. How do we remove ourselves from toxicity? First thing we have to do is identify who we are. If you want to pause this tape right now, go and get yourself a pen and paper because you need to write this down. Number 1, identify who you are. Number 2 is to identify who the external energy is, because we've got to break it down. If I'm a loving, I'll tell you why. The other day I woke up in such a shitty mood. I was venomous. Let's go there. And I sat there and I said to myself, number 1, who's Linda? And I said, Linda's a caring, loving person. She's a compassionate. She doesn't like getting angry. So what's this number 2 about? Number 2 is, what am I feeling now? All this energy coming from someone else. My God, I don't like being angry. I was being really negative. I was being sarcastic. I was ick. So we have to separate the 2. Is that usually who I am? No, thank God. So then we can easily get rid of it. So we call it out. I call out this emotion of HAYTE, if you know what I'm talking about. I call out this sarcasm. I call out this negativity that I'm doing. You do not belong on me. I give you no right, no permission to stay. You must now nick off with a capital F right now. I will not allow you to enter into my mind, body, soul, spirit, or energy field. I go all 5, guys. I do not give you permission to attach to my mind, body, soul, spirit, or energy field. Nick off now. And we've got to do it with conviction. So when I get rid of energy, I don't just say, oh, hi, do you mind just going away? Please. Like that little girl out of the Police Academy movies. Oh, please just go away right now. You got to turn it into a conviction. You got to mean what you say. Nick off! Get away from me! Get out the garlic cloves and they say, go away. You have no right, no permission to be on me. I send you love. I send you light. I give you the calmness and the peace of the universe. I give you so much grace of God and heaven above. And I only wish that you could see the importance of being in a loving, kind, generous, and beautiful environment. See how calm I am right now? See how I've taken all that negativity and I've cast it back into the ether to go wherever it wants to be transmuted back into beautiful, gorgeous energies. But it's not on me now. It's gone. I'm calm. I could lie down right now. I could go out and have a really good day at the park right now where I don't care about all the negativity that they're creating over in the Middle East. I don't care about what Biden's doing and why has he got two chins at this point. Have you seen the latest footage? That's his mask slipping, by the way. It ain't him. Have you seen the footage of Biden where he's got a mask on? Come on, guys, wake up to what they're doing, okay? I think my doll just moved. Her hand just moved. I'll have to go back. I'm just going to have a look at the time. It's 9:40 for me. I'm going to check the time later. Just see if her arm moved. I just got drawn to it. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Referring to the fairy stories, they are so naughty. They really are, Elaine. Okay. Goody Gertrude. No. Thank you so much for being here. When I moved from Sydney to the Central Coast, now she's talking Australia here, guys, my photo albums disappeared. I looked in boxes stored 5 or 6 times in the last 3 years. They turned up in the same boxes when I moved. Oh, I know. How does this happen? Isn't it cool, though, when it happens? I know. I love it. Okay. Lenny, I would appreciate a reading card. I am trying to decide if I should take a class that is expensive that starts in January. It will make my financial situation worse, but could help me with gifts. Lenny, I always say it. Have you got my book, Psychics Explained? Email me. My email is below in the description, and I'll put it here for you. Email me and just say, hello, Nanu, I'm Lenny. Can I please grab a copy of your book, Psychics Explained? Okay, let's just see if this one helps you out for free first. Okay, there's my email, guys, because, I love talking about that lady. She spent $1,250, $1,250 on a meditation course. It only went for 4 hours. They only gave her one piece of paper, not even laminated, printed off the internet, how to meditate. Sorry, not massage. It was how to meditate. And they only, out of the 4 hours, they only did an hour of meditation. They were talking. They were having cups of tea, eating biscuits. And not the expensive biscuits. I said, wow, was the food good? She said, no, it was shivers with a capital T at the end. It was horrible. 2-week-old biscuits. Oh my God, so why did you pay over $1,000? Why didn't you come to me? I would have taught her how to meditate. So let's just do a simple one right now, okay? Simple meditation book. Guys, you've got to connect to your own energy. So the way that we do that is we sit here and we disconnect from all the external energies and sources around us. So as we sit here, we pay attention to our own breathing. We listen to our noises, we listen to our voice, we listen to even the blinking of our eyes, movement of our clothes. So we know it's us. Then we pay attention to all the external noises. Traffic outside the window, a guy mowing his yard. There could be a bird singing, traffic going past, train, planes flying over. There's all these people next door who've got the TV on loud or their radio. Oh, God, then they've got the neighbours fighting. So we add up all these noises, and it might be 15 noises, and you think, wow, no wonder I can't concentrate on me with all this external chaos going on. Pardon me? So then we turn them off one by one. You turn off the singing bird, so then you're only paying attention to the traffic noise. You only listen to the people next door listening to the radio, and you turn off the people fighting. And then as you disconnect from each source of noise and chaos, you come back to who you are as a center. You're breathing. You concentrate and you think about just your breathing. Might be a click of your fingers. So it's you. And then you start counting. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. We can all do that, hopefully. But now leave 5 seconds between each number. 1, 2, 3, and go to 10. And if you think, wow, that was really easy, now leave 20 seconds between each number. And instead of just going to 10, go to 100. Because this is how we connect back to ourselves and we stop thinking. Because when we meditate, it's when we don't think. How many people have been to meditation sessions and the guy says, open your mind, concentrate that you're standing on the beach. But what he should be saying is, don't think. Because it's when we don't think, that's our ego. And when we don't have our egos controlling our thoughts, oh, I've got to go do the washing, the vacuum's out, oh, God, I've got to start dinner. Get rid of all those thoughts, because now we're just concentrating on now. And we're in that peace of the ether where thoughts come to us. When we meditate, what are we trying to accomplish? We're accomplishing clarity. We try to gain external knowledge. And most of all, we're trying to calm the farm of our own consciousness. So we've got to disconnect from all of that before we go into that happy place of standing on the beach, walking along the beach, imagining the waves, imagine the moon in the sky. And then you imagine that you see a door on the beach and you open that door, and where does it lead? So you go through that doorway with an open clarity to receive the messages from within that doorway. So our ego doesn't create or control the outcome it wants when you go through that door. Hope that helps, guys. You just got a free meditation session. Free meditation session. How good is that? Okay. Where is my mum's prayer book? Unfortunately, I'm seeing it in very, very state of disrepair. And I'm also seeing it is covered with a lot of other stuff. So how do I see this, guys? Let me just tell you. When someone says to me, where's my glasses, like before, I imagine myself as the glasses. And that's why I'm seeing myself down a little crevice. Oh, I'm down a crevice. Someone said to me one day, she said, where's my rings? And I said, you're near water. I'm near water. I'm sitting near a tap. So it's either the kitchen, laundry, or bathroom sink. She went in and, oh, what luck, there they were right next to the kitchen sink. So when I see your prayer book, the mother's prayer book, I'm seeing it as very old. I'm actually, my pages are falling apart. They're very, very old and fragile pages. And now it's almost like there's dirt on it, because you know how dirt decomposes stuff. So it's like they're buried, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you, darling. Okay. So let's just get back to Lenny. I would appreciate a reading card. I am trying to decide if I should take a class that's expensive. I always say, why are these classes so expensive? Think about it, Lenny. Try and find one that's not so expensive. And also, is that person teaching that class, do they want you to do the technique that suits them? Every technique out there does not suit us. We must find the technique that works for us. Look at healing. There are 50,000 different ways of healing somebody, but Reiki is just one of them. So people who go and do Reiki, that technique may not work with them. Okay? So you've got to find the technique that works for you. Okay? Okay. Okay, Lenny says, are you writing a new one? You were in the process when I saw you last. Lenny, my life has been chaotic for the last 4 months, so all my books are on hold at this point. I'll tell you what I've got now, guys, just in case you want my books, okay? All right. If you go over to my books available by Dr Lynda Cramer on my website, it doesn't take you into my PayPal, okay? On this link, if you press this link, I'm just putting there as a comment, you see all 4 of my books, and it explains what's in each book. So right now I've got 5 Years in Heaven, The Teachings of Heaven. I've got Psychics Explained, Ghosts Explained, and I've also got Spirit Guides and Life Paths Explained. So I've got 4 books right now. The books that I'm trying to work on: Love Explained, Hell Explained, Consciousness Explained, Auras Explained, which is energy, and Angels Explained. So I really want 5 books out there, all before Christmas. It ain't gonna happen. I'm presently writing Hell Explained, and I'm right now up to page 50, and it hasn't been formatted yet. So I'd say that's about a 70-page book at this point. I'm happy to put it out as now, but no, I want more in there. So Hell Explained has to come out, because how do we know what a negative behavior is and if we're doing them unless someone points it out to you? How do we know if we're sarcastic unless I give an example of, is this you? Pardon me, is this what you do now? Because if this is what you do now, this is a negative attribute to have, right? So it's educational, so we don't go to hell. Okay, all right. Diane K, I believe Lynda's writing multiple books at one time. Yeah, I know, so it could be mistaken. Diana K, you are gorgeous. Thank you so much for having that insight. Elaine, I really like that spaces counting for meditation. Yeah, I know. Count to 100 and leave a minute between each one, so it's an hour and a half. 1, because when we leave that time, and I'll explain it, what our brain does, it's waiting for the next number in the sequence, so it can't think. 1. So right now I'm thinking, where's number 2? Where's number 2? I can't think about anything else. Oh, number 2. Great. Now the next sequence is 3. When's she going to say 3? This is what my brain thinks. So it can't think about doing the washing, brushing my hair, going to the toilet, making pies, whatever else I do in the day. Okay? Yeah, so it all stops us thinking when we count slowly. Okay. ZICW USA TV by Gozia. Hello, Lynda. Nanu to you. My boyfriend have problem with his leg for 2 months and walks worse. Is it from stress, his diet, or maybe his heart issue? He will go also to vascular doctor. I'm actually seeing it's a mixture of all of it. He really does need to be seeing a dietitian straight away. I don't really like doing readings for people without their consent. Okay. So I'll turn this into you. Okay. I would suggest that you ask him if he wants to go to a dietitian. I'd be certainly looking at exercise changes with him for his legs. Has this got something to do with a certain medical procedure that he had? I'm seeing yes, by the way. It's awful. Makes me cry, you know, what we've been forced to do for the last 3 years. Oh, my God. Anyway, let's get off that. Let's do another little lovey-dovey card, because every single one starts with love. My little lovey-dovey cards. I'm going to do another one of these. Okay. His mother died last year. Oh, gosh, we've all been. I'm just reading your comments here. There's ICW USA TV by Gozia. Okay. Bowel cancer. You know, if you look at Dr. John Campbell on YouTube, he talks about all the excessive deaths around the planet, what could be causing that. We all know. If you haven't woken up to it yet, then please do. You know, it's time that we accept what we've all done, whether we did or we didn't, have that certain medical procedure. This one's got red on him. It's like he's a marked card. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to read. Love knows there is always enough love to go around. What a nice message. Love knows that there is enough love to go around. There's always enough love to go around. What a beautiful card. You know, have to get back to basics of who we are as an eternal loving soul. Stop this bickering. Stop this race stuff going on. We've got to stop looking at someone and judging. Look at what they're doing to themselves. We don't know what they've been through. How can we ever know what they've been through? I'll tell you a story. You know, I used to work with the police for a long time, right? I was at this police station. I was an admin officer for 10 years because, hello, I got told that in 2001. That's one of the prophecies I got told. She said, you will work with the police for 10 years. And I did, 2002 to 2012. Funny that. So I'm at this place and they brought this woman in. They caught her speeding and she blew like 0.38 alcohol reading. So as I walked past her, no one was around, so no one saw me go in and talk to her. I went in because she was crying her eyes out. I said, darling, what happened? She said, sorry, it's upsetting me. She said, I lost my mum. Not coping. My friends thought they'd cheer me up, take me out for some drinks. So we're having a good night. I actually started laughing, getting back to good. About 10:30, got a phone call. My son was in a fatal car accident and I had to get to the hospital because he was about to die. What would you do? I know what I'd do. I'd just be getting in the car straight away and getting to the hospital, right? But they'd all been drinking. Cops pull her up. No compassion because they see an offence, so they have to judge on that offence, right? So there she was, sitting in a holding bay at the police station while her son died at hospital. 3 days after she just lost her mum. She was divorced and that was her only son. So that was her whole family that just died in one hit. How can we judge her for what she did? Oh my God. This is where we learn to be compassionate. Asking, why did this happen? What led to this event to occur? And I totally respect the police. And I totally understand they see someone doing something bad, so they have to get them as an offender. But it's when we actually sit there and say, what led to this so we can ensure it doesn't happen again? How can we fix this? How can we cure or heal what you've been through? She was probably going to go to jail for like 5 years. I don't see that as a punishment to her because all she'll be doing is sitting in her cell every day, pondering and depressed over what happened with her mum and her son. That's not curing her. That's not helping her at all. She needed someone to talk to where even for 3 seconds, where an administration officer from the Queensland Police Service put their arm around her and said, I'm so sorry for what you've gone through. It's sad, isn't it? We judge people. Look at that idiot speeding. Look at that idiot doing the illegal U-turn. We don't know what they're going through. We don't know what they're racing to or racing from. So why do we judge? Why do we accuse? And most of all, why do we think we know? Because we don't know. We don't know what people go through. It's horrible what's happening all around the world now. So try and show some compassion to people. Try and show mercy and grace as you go about your days. Love knows there is always enough love to go around. I think that's it for me today. I've upset myself. I need to go and watch a really cool movie on Netflix now. I'm using my hotspot. Oh my God, guys, thank you so much for being here today. I didn't mean to upset yourself. I certainly didn't mean to upset myself. Oh my gosh. What am I drinking today? I'm drinking turmeric, ginger, and honey, and it looks like urine. But damn, it tastes nice, and it's really good and healthy for you. Okay, so guys, I'm just going to do it again. If you do want my books, if you want to book a reading with me, if you want to just email me and say, Nanu, can you please give me some assistance? If you want to see what your spirit guide is, let me just tell you all, I am one of the few on the planet, because I've been upgraded, thank you so much, I now see spirit guides. I was talking to a lady the other day and the giraffe popped in, and it was such a beautiful little baby giraffe came in. So he stuck his little head down because he was up on his legs, and it's like, and his nose was coming into the phone, into the computer. How gorgeous was that? So if you do want to see what your spirit guides is, please use the link on my website, which is book a reading. Okay? Book a reading. I'll send you a Zoom link. We will have a little chat, and then your spirit guide will come out, because I haven't had one yet that hasn't come out. And I'll tell you what your spirit guide is. Do our spirit guides change every day? Yes, they do. And I say it like this, guys. Imagine today that you go to the beach, and as you get to the water's edge, you see a little kid out in the waves drowning. In comes a spirit guide of a lion with the courage and the strength to jump into that water and save the little boy. 2 weeks later, you get a phone call, and it's President Biden, and he says that we're having this huge parade in your honor. You're going to get this huge medal of bravery, and there's going to be huge crowds, and all the paparazzi, the media, CNN, Fox, ABC News, everyone's coming to the show, all to say thank you for saving this little boy. And you're sitting there, I can't. In comes someone like Elvis Presley. So when you have to stand up on that stage with all the flashes and the lights, the cameras in your face, you say, thank you very much, like Elvis Presley would. Or you might get someone like Princess Diana, who shows that compassion and says, I was only doing it for the boy. See what I mean? Our spirit guides can change every day. But the ones that I see, it could be the ones that you need every day that are always with us, because some spirit guides are with us all the time. I've got a book, and it's called Spirit Guides and Life Paths Explained. How to connect with your guides. Why do we have a life path? How can we change our life path? What are the sub-clauses all about? Because we do have sub-clauses where our outs can occur. So if you want that book, it's on my website, lindaray.info. Actually, I'll just put in my website, lindaray.info, because it's got all my links to all my interviews. I'm actually excited because I am getting a few interviews out now. I need my internet to work for that, don't I? So, of course, I'll be making another phone call tomorrow if my internet's still not working. So, guys, on that note, if you do want a reading, if you want to know what your spirit guide is, if you want any of my books, if you want to email me, all my information is on my website, lindaray.info, L-Y, why did my mum put the Y in there? Lyndaray. She didn't make it easy by putting the E in there. So it's lyndaray.info is my website. Come over, get connected. I've also got the link there to my paranormal group if you want to join that. That's on Facebook. I've got a lot of lives in there as well that I've done over the years up in their videos and the topics, etc. So all my information is free to go and watch. Please check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Please consider pressing the like button today. Please comment below if you like anyone to watch these videos that I do. Please share them with your friends and family if you see a video of mine that you think, wow, my family really need that one today. I do not mind if you share my videos at all, if it's for the right and good reasons, okay? Okay, I've had a few paranormal events in my life, and thank you so much for saying that, okay? It's when we open up to what is out there and we don't just see this three-dimensional world. That is when the true magic occurs in our own existence. It is called our consciousness. We do create what we want. So, of course, if we want to see ghosts and if we want to have paranormal experiences and if we want to have psychic abilities, we can create those. I'm losing my voice now. Wow. Guys, I need to go and clean my house. I love you all. Before my mum passed away and father, I was patted on my body and face. Yeah, I know. One of the things that my grandfather, not my grandfather, my daughter's grandfather, so it was my partner's dad, okay? Tashi's grandfather, my daughter, her grandfather. When I was pregnant, he came to me one night and he talked in my ear, so it was like he was here next to me on the bed. I heard him, and then he blew, and all my hair went. And the funniest thing, I heard the noise. How do they inhale when they're a spirit? So anyway, after I had Tashi, she'd come in, like even when when she started walking, when she was about 1.5, 2 years old, she'd walk in my bedroom and she'd say, "Granddad here," and I'd say, "What?" "Granddad," and I'd say, "Granddad's here." "What did he say?" And when she started talking, she started telling me all this stuff about him. How he had 6 chickens, the names of the chickens. So I'd go to her dad and I'd say, "Did your dad have chickens?" And with the names, this, and yep. He told her all about how he used to work on the train systems, all this stuff. I believe it because there's no way that she would know it, right? It's true. So thank you so much for sharing that, okay? Yeah. So if you do want a copy of my ghost book, I've got some really cool pictures of ghosts in there. Do you want to see some photos of real ghosts? Okay. Where are they? Where's my photos? Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I was on a ghost tour to Wong Cemetery. There's the photo I caught. You can see his nose hair and his nostrils. See his glasses? He appeared 3 times. So in my ghost book, I've got these. Look at that one. Look, no body. That's white noise. Where I've lightened the photo. I didn't Photoshop it. I've just lightened it so you can see the picture because it was all dark. But look, no body. And there's his other one. So I use him as the, look, you can see his teeth. You can see his nose hair. You can see his eyes. Oh my God. I don't personally like looking into the eyes of the dead. That's why whenever ghosts come and visit me, I don't. In this one, you can actually see into his eyes. Wow. Scares me. Even I get scared. There you go. Okay. Love you, Linda. You had a beautiful heart and soul. Thank you for all you share with us. Oh, Lenny, thank you so much for being here. You know, guys, I do want to try and start putting out a video every 2 days now that I've settled into this new house. I've got some interviews coming up. The one and only I'm looking forward to is Shaman Oaks. He's on YouTube. He's got about 280,000 subscribers. So that's going to be really interesting to see what happens with me after that. So, of course, I'd like, if you want a reading from me, now is the time to buy a reading or book a reading, I should say, because in a week and a half I'm talking to him, and when he uploads that video, I know I'm going to start getting quite busy again like I did in February this year when I got onto NDE Diary. So please be aware, if you do want a reading from me, please go to my YouTube, to my website, lindaray.info. I've got all my books there, how to obtain those. I've got video links to my YouTube channels, etc. on there and other stuff that I do. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. I've been here now for over an hour and a half. I love you all. Please stay tuned to what is going on. I'm going to do that prediction about apps and banking systems. I'll be doing that in a few days. Let's see how that one goes. Okay. But for now, I must depart the building because I'm going to go clean my house before my daughter comes home later. And I love yous all. Nanu, nanu to you too, Elaine. Nanu, nanu. Remember Mork and Mindy, Robin Williams? I loved it. I loved it. You know, the day when he was in the egg. Oh my God. It's all good. So, guys, I love you all. Be safe. You know, really pay attention to what's on the news and ask yourself, is it real? Is this the truth? And should I be worried about it? And the answer is no, no, and no. Okay? And that's true. Because what they're saying on the TV, it's a no. Does it affect you? The answer is no. We are the masters of our own creation. Look on my YouTube channel where I talk about manifestation. Get my books where I talk about manifestation. Okay? This is the best one to get because it's manifestations in here with the law of attraction and everything else. It's all in there. Teaching of Heaven. Okay? Please don't buy it on Lulu, Booktopia, Amazon. You know, I had a guy, he was whinging because that book on Amazon was $80. I said, you could have come to me, paid a donation, and then you could have gone and printed it yourself and probably saved $60. I hate to think how much Amazon takes us. For $80, now that's with postage and handling, I make $6.25. I can prove it by showing you my Lulu book sales. So on $80, I make $6. The other $70 goes to Amazon, Lulu, and them. Why would you want to spend your money on them for? So if you want anything from me, come to me personally, okay? Saves you a hell of a lot of money. All right. On that note, I am out of here. I love you all. Stay safe this week, okay? Remember the card. Love knows there is always enough love to go around. Go out there and be good, loving, angelic people to everybody. Don't judge that homeless person. Don't judge that person crying on the street. Don't judge the person speeding through the red light. We don't know what they're going through and how they're only trying to do their best to deal with it. Okay? Try and love and show compassion to everybody. So on that note, guys, please stick around. I've got great things coming over the next weeks. It is only about a week until my new next weekend I'll be probably doing my November horoscope. I want it out on time this week, this month, not halfway through the month like last time, because I know that the energy is getting favorable for us in a way where I need to explain that in the horoscope prophecies, okay? All right, so guys, on that note, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Have a great afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you are on the planet. Please know that you're not alone. Close your eyes because it is only geography. Close your eyes and just know that you are not alone. Everyone is with you because our tribes are all over the planet. And the most important thing is we are energetic, loving people. So therefore, geography is not existent in our tribe. Love yous all. Talk soon. Bye.